Guys, welcome back to Penguin's Garage. Today, we have a Kubota. The little baby Kubota. So, funny story with this. I got a neighbor referred me to this guy on like one of the neighborhood watch things, and not as a predator, as somebody that can help him with the tractor. We went back and forth. I told him a bunch of stuff to check, one of which being the fuel shut off. He replaced the fuel shut off, and he got the tractor to fire, but then it wouldn't fire again. Tractor came to me. Let me show you how I went about diagnosing this tractor and kind of where I ended up. Spoiler alert, we're replacing parts today, and it is running, but it ain't running good. So this is a B2710 tractor. It's got the LA 402 in the front and then a 4690B Chingus in the rear. This tractor didn't want to start. I hit her with the Cosby sniffing salt and she still didn't want to fire. That means fuel or compression. So first thing I did is I pulled off this solenoid and made sure that it was firing, and it was. So then I came up here, I cracked one of the injectors, and I wasn't getting fuel up here. Through a lot of digging around, I found that the shutoff slide inside the high pressure pump wasn't actuating. What I mean by that is there's this thing here, and this takes no force at all to move. It should not take any force to move. This thing just kind of, free floats back and forth. So what happens is there's a spring in there that grabs this and pulls it this way. The fuel shut off, goes, nope, not today, and shuts it off and it stalls it. And then when you activate it, goes, today, we run, we don't run, run, don't run, run, don't run, 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 run. So this here got very stiff. So I took the whole pump apart and found a bunch of rust and contaminations inside. And then I was already suspecting fuel because it smelled funny. And I found that there was gasoline in this tractor. So the gasoline got in there, cucked up the pump and all that good stuff, basically destroyed it. So with the pump bad, the injectors are getting replaced because they're one and the same. One's cooked, the other one's cooked, typically. And you don't want to, let's put it this way, if the pump came apart and an injector was sticking open, you're not going to replace the injectors and leave that pump to fry the new injectors. This stuff, for whatever reason, guys, this stuff is stupid expensive. I don't care if it is a Cummins injector, okay? This is out of my Dodge. This was $350. This is $250. What? And then this pump, high pressure pump in a truck is a CP4. I mean, I'm gonna go with CP4 because they're shit. It's a big assembly like this. It's the claw. Anyways, it is about $2,000. This little bastard right here is probably $1,800 with shipping. So, I mean, what the fuck? But I've already taken this pump out, as I said. I've already tried to fix the pump. I can't fix it. I got the tractor to run, but it smokes like crazy, and here's some footage of that. You can see how wonderful this is, just barrel and smoke everywhere, literally to the point where you can't see out of the garage, you can't see the driveway. I tried to drive it down the road like this to free it up, and it wouldn't work. I also tried snake oil, which is BG Products Fuel System Performance Restoration, which this stuff is supposed to go in there and like really clean the gum, and you run it for a little while, shut it off, run it. It just smokes. So, things we need to do, we need to pull the intake off. We need to pull this out of our way. And then we're gonna rip the injectors out, rip the pump out, and put the new stuff in. We're gonna fire it up and we're gonna go drive the damn thing. Go take it for a nice little stroll around the neighborhood. So, that's what we're doing today. And that's what you can look for if your Kubota is not starting. Assume that the fuel rail is stuck. So I'm going to show you how to get to it and things to do, and let's get started. You guys get a bird's eye view today. Who's the lucky group? Who's the lucky viewers? Yeah, you are. Whoop. On a scale of 1 to completely fucked and oh fucking shit and piss and all that stuff, this isn't that bad of a job, guys. Like, I would say most people could handle this. I'm gonna get this out of the way just to make my life a little easier and go from there. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, my little sugar plum. Je suis. There we go. We got to clean the area here. So spoiler alert, I've already pressure washed this entire truck. The tractor. I've already done that. But it's been sitting outside for a couple weeks while I wait for parts, so got a little dirty again. All right, we have some breathing room now. Oh, you can breathe, baby. 17. Yo, I nailed it. Okay, there's you. There's you. There's you. And there's gonna be you. It's gonna be you. So what you guys might have to do is you might have to separate the lines in order to get this stuff off. We're gonna make sure that we clean these lines thoroughly, because any debris in these lines is gonna go into the injector and cost you money. So this is what we're doing here. Oh yeah, there's shit in there. Look at all the rust in the tip of these things. All right, I'm gonna go get these in the cooker. So we're gonna throw a little snake oil in this. This isn't very, you don't need a ton of this stuff. I don't want to put too much in there. And then I just filled this with scorching hot water. I need a tiny bit more. Now with carburetors and stuff, you kind of got to be careful about how much heat is in it, because the different metals will actually, fight each other. So you have a brass bushing, and then you get X, Y, and Z, they'll actually, the seats can come out of them and all that stuff. So let's, we're going to turn the heat on. It's already at 50. Let's go to 60. We're at 30 minutes. Now, watch it go. Look at that. Isn't that amazing how it's just kind of already tearing shit up? With these, you never ever put your hand in there when it's on. It can cause irreparable nerve damage, my understanding of this stuff. And to be honest, even when I do this stuff, I always kind of, right now what I'm trying to do is get the air out of the lines. Like that. There we go. Now we let her go for 20 minutes or 30 minutes, and then I'll come back and I'll hit it again. But for heat reasons, we'll put our lid on. So I'm sorry you're going to have to listen to that in the background. But it's your choice if you want to watch the video or not. Oh yeah. There's so much shit in these. So I think I'm gonna zoink out these injectors first. Seems like a pretty good place to start. And then I'll pull the intake and then I'll pull the pump out. Oh no! It was too big, but don't worry, I get that a lot. I got a smaller one. Ah, shit. I need even smaller. Don't worry, ladies, it's really thin too. Here we go. So my intention is to run those lines through twice. After 30 minutes, I'll pull them out, I'll blow them out, and then I'll run them again. So it'll be an hour of run time, cleaning time. And I'll put this intake in there as well, get that nice and clean. Boop. Return line activated. Make sure you account for all the little chinguses and oh man, this needs to go in there too. Look at this, guys. It's gummed. Alright. We're cleaning it all. Baby girl. We're spinning. Never was very good at getting her off. There we go. There we go. And to the tank. Well, it's in the hot tub of doom now. So, how do I want to do this? So we got a 22 millimeter snap-on socket. It has to be a snap-on or these won't come out. There we go. Take our first injector out here. Ta-da! Here's our first injector. Yeah, buddy. And there is a cup and a sealing surface inside there that we're gonna have to figure out how that's coming out in a minute. All right, now anybody that's sensitive, close your ears because we're gonna take a I don't want to be a daddy tool here. And we're going to grab the chunks of dirt that just fell into this thing. And the washer. So here's our sealing washer. And the cup is going to be a little harder. That's what she said. Alright. Gotta figure out how to get that out. I'll be right back. Attempt number 1. No go. Attempt number 2, getting a little more serious now. Oh boy. Fucking tearing the place down. Stay. Let's try this again. There it is. That didn't go quite as planned. Jesus. This isn't coming out. Okay, that was unsuccessful. Now we're going to tap it. Let's see if we can't get it out by doing that. We're into her. Now we're going to get our handy dandy fucker upper back on her. Well, we didn't fail. Well, we got to grab something different here. Come on, baby. I know you want to play nice. Oh, it's biting. God damn it. This isn't going to be good, guys. This ain't good at all. Okay, guys, so these are actually injector bore cleaning tools. They're designed to clean these holes. So I got it out. What I did is I sank the punch into it, and then I grabbed the tool and I twisted it and was able to break it free and get it out. So yeah, now I'm going to install the new one and make it happen. So what I've come up with is I got a socket that sits inside of it. These just sit in there. Shnikes. That's kind of weird. Why don't they drive in? The sealing surfaces are nice and clean now. So we're going to pop in our first injector here. I'm going to throw the O-ring in there and then get this thing started. I'm going to go figure out the torque specs on this bad girl. Okay guys, so I got a call out to Kubota right now, trying to figure out what the injector torque is. Not finding anything online that's helping me, so they'll tell me what it is. So till then, we're gonna continue on removing shit. There. And I just saw a bunch of dirt fall there. Get that out. There we go. I don't want to be a daddy tool comes in. Gets that little bastard. Oh yeah. Perfect. Cleaning the threads. Get them good. And then this one gets in there and just cleans the seat real good. You don't want compression loss because it'll actually wear a hole in the cylinder. I haven't done injectors in a tractor before. This is actually significantly easier than working on a friggin' truck. I like this, actually. I could do this. If I had to guess, I'm going to say the torque is slightly over finger tight. Just kidding. Okay, guys. Check this out. Look at the shit coming out of the top of this. So the fuel tank was coming apart. And all that garbage has made it into this fucking line. Oh, man. That's crazy. So I'm gonna flush these out, and then it's gonna run again. Oh God. And then it's gonna run again. Oh boy. Can't even hold on to it. These fucking pliers are about done. Anyways. Yeah. So I'm gonna get these all blown out and then run her again. Look at this, guys. This is the return line. So this is all the fuel tank shit. It's coming apart. Okay, so while we're waiting for that, we're going to take this intake off. $10mm 1/4 inch thing from Snap-on. Only Snap-on. Will work just fine for this. I say that kind of jokingly, but at the same time, like the cheaper swivels, they like to bind up and not swivel. So, kind of not joking. But here's this. Once the fuel system is done, once I clean that, I'll throw this in there and get that thing looking spotless as well. Not going to do it while that's in there, but we are going to get the pump off now. So I'm going to take the linkage here off. We got to get this side plate off. This is 4 10mm nuts. These nuts. And then inside here, it's going to be a couple fingers and a big spring and stuff. So nothing's going to jump at you, but just kind of be careful when you remove it. Don't just zoink everything out of it. So here's your first spring. Unhook that from here. I'm going to throw this in the washer too, just to make sure it's clean. Try and show you what's going on in here. It's hard to see. It really is hard to see. There's a spring right there that rides on the fuel shutoff. So we're going to pop that off and it's going to stay inside. So if you look in there, I've now disconnected it. It's hanging off on the side over here. It's going to be really hard to show you guys most of this stuff. This spring here, I'm going to take it out. So it just kind of goes in, clicks on the governor lever here. In fact, I think I can actually leave that in there. Yeah, we'll leave that in there. Just kind of sitting there. It ain't hurting nothing. Now we're going to take off these 6 bolts up top. Now I'm not worried of anything here, because here back I've already cleaned all this line and everything out. All the line going down to the fuel pump, all this has been blown out. I don't know how any of this shit got past that fuel filter though. But it did. There's that. Now I don't know if you could see it, but it popped up just a little bit, and that's normal. And the reason being is this is a roller rocker setup. So these lifters here are on a camshaft in there. It's all mechanical injection system. So when this one comes up, it puts the pressure that it needs to this injector and bursts pressure. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Just kidding. Yeah. So I'm going to get this surface all cleaned up, get all this taken care of, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, they just got back to me. 50 foot-pounds is what these little fellas go down to. Now again, this is what I'm being told. So do what you want with that info. I'm going to put our glow plug bus bar power feed back on here. Now these usually are inch pounds, so don't over torque those. I'm going to give you a little anatomy lesson here. So when a mommy injector loves a daddy, just kidding. So you see these tiny little holes in this washer? Yes, that is the size of, never mind. These here correspond with a groove that goes around this injector. This little groove right in here. That groove is the same on that fuel return bus bar that I just took over there. So the fuel has to flow through that, through this line and back into the tank. That's why when something goes wrong up here, it'll go into the tank and comes through and takes out the pump and takes everything else out. Like, these are the minor little crevasses that you have to keep in mind, keep clean, and make sure they're all perfect, or it'll fucking wipe out everything again. All right guys, so put a little assembly poo on the bottom there. Now this here is going to slip right in. You got to watch where this is in correlation with this hole. But as long as you just kind of get it there and wiggle her around, she'll find her spot in this world. Oh, I have to pull out the kill switch here. Oops, that one's gone. That was going to be holding us up there. There we go. Now, just kind of look in here. It's sitting where it needs to. Perfect. Perfect. Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. These have a torque spec of good and tight. And then we're going to put all of our gizzards back in there. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, nice and free. Well, came with a new bolt. I'm over there cleaning the old bolt. Don't need to do that anymore. And then... No and then... Put our little nipple back in there. Nipple. So to put this solenoid back in, I'm just going to kind of give her a little around the world here. This is Toyota FIPG sealant. The best friggin' shit there is. Next step here, these 17mm hold down bolts go to 18 foot-pounds. I don't use brake cleaner on the intake of a diesel. In theory, if you load up some carbon with brake cleaner, it can break off chunks and it can contribute to a runaway. So we don't want to do a runaway diesel situation. As it is, when I go to start this up, I'm going to have the filter off of it. That way, if it starts to run away, I can immediately cap the intake and end the runaway situation. If you don't know what a runaway diesel is, watch a video. It's actually kind of amusing in a terrible kind of way. Now our injector lines go back on. Yay! Okay, so they should seat down nicely. Everybody should go together perfectly. And if they don't, stop what you're doing and reassess. Because these need to seat properly. There's lots of wiggle room here for everybody. These have a torque spec as well, but I find that a little better than snug is good. Okay. Dunskies. All right, guys, so I'm in the house and I'm editing and realized that I had no ending to the video for the Kubota tractor that you are currently watching. Luckily, the Kubota tractor has broken again. Not Kubota's fault. I think this one's user error. Not 100% sure. The clutch took a shoot in this one. It went poopy. Done. Finito. It'll move itself very short distances, but the second it gets warm, it's done. Customer tried the clutch adjustment already. I inspected it through the hole. Clutch is not good. So it's getting a clutch. That's a video to come. But I have not taken it the rest of the way apart yet. So I can show you that it actually runs. Pardon the mess in here too. That's a video coming out soon. That's my wife's Christmas present. Last Christmas. Today is May 28th. This video comes out tomorrow. And her Christmas present still isn't done. This isn't cool. Don't be like me. Got other projects out there. Got a dumpster fire that I'm not filming and whatever, guys. So let's push in our clutch. We got our OSHA gear on here. We're gonna go to the glow plug and fire. Oh, look at that. Smitten like a kitten. She's purring. So, yeah. This tractor's all fixed. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you made it all the way through, good for you. Thank you for making it past the intro. That's officially more of the video than my wife even watches, so you guys are awesome. Yeah. Kubota runs, drives, worked great. I used it a little bit, played around with it, and customer used it for a while, and it seems to be running killer. But the power was too much for the clutch. So look for that video at some point. Probably 4 years from now I'll get to editing it. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe and do all the little doobly-doo things. Tell all your friends about what an idiot I am, and see you on the next one.